up? It is Rocky Tiger coming at you with, I believe, episode 20 on the BeyondVanilla server. And as usual, we find ourselves running through the nether back towards our base. This is actually my second attempt at recording episode 20. As I went to start the editing process before, every single audio clip or video clip that I had to say messed up audio seems like a misnomer or not, completely accurate. It was so bad. Normally my audio is not the absolute best. I'm looking at fixing that in the near future with a new mic mount with a shock mount as well as a pop filter. So I'll stop blowing out the what do you call it? Just the audio levels every time I use a word that starts with P or just have a P in general. But it was so bad. It was just, I thought about trying to edit that video and just absolutely couldn't. It was just, well, beyond horrible. So we'll just kind of take a quick look through and see some of the stuff that I got up to during that episode. We spent a lot of time over here at this area that we're now referring to as Dockside and did a lot of interior work on some different stuff. So we've got Dockside Warehouse number 1, complete with a couple of pillagers hard at work here, putting some stuff up, typical warehouse things. I think the next thing that we built was a little tavern, although I'm just realizing now that there's no door on here. That's no good. It needs a door, and I don't have any doors in my inventory. I'm opening a blocked container. That's interesting. I guess I can still open that because of a plugin that I have. So I didn't know it would do that, but that's cool. Let's just grab some spruce real quick and make ourselves a couple of doors and plop that down here. So we've got the Dockside Tavern. It's not supposed to be anything fancy. Very, very simple layout, and got a couple of, again, some pillagers, some sailors, dock workers, whatever they are, right around here. One guy enjoying a little drink here. This guy seems to be frustrated because his bottle is empty. And of course, we've got our bartender back here cleaning a bottle of something. I'm not sure what they're drinking. I don't know what do pillagers drink? What does anyone in Minecraft drink, really? I mean, I know we've got potions and I know we've got water bottles or bottles of water, but everything food item is actually food. I guess there's soup. It's not really a drinking sort of thing. Is that what everyone drinks? Does everyone just drink soup? Maybe that's what they should add next. They should add some sort of juice or milk or something like that. I mean, I know milk is already in the game, but it doesn't really count as a food item, does it? I'd have to check and see. I don't think that milk counts as or counts towards your hunger, but maybe it should. Maybe they should add liquid type of food. It seems silly, but you can't live without water, so why should you be able to live without water in Minecraft? That would be an interesting game mechanic. Anyways, the next thing is also the Dockside Office and Customs. So this this guy here, the worker here at Customs, I forgot that I made him have the facepalm armor stand pose. He's looking a little disappointed, and this guy obviously has just delivered some bad news. My guess is that this gentleman over here realized that he lost a shipment or completely forgot to load something, and now the Dockside guy or the office guy is going, oh my gosh, I was expecting the shipment today and you don't have it, and now this guy's just ashamed because he did a bad job. He's probably about to get fired. But we've got a bookshelf back here for all those wonderful files. We've got a book on a lectern back there that eventually is going to have some stuff in it. I don't know exactly what I'm going to write, but obviously it's going to be something completely silly. And obviously you need a cartographer table around here, and then a couple of chests and some barrels and a couple of chairs for people to wait as they're trying to bring in different goods into the area, our little base that is now being referred to as Northgard. That is the name of my city here. This is the city of Northgard, and this is the Dockside area of Northgard. Heyo, Rockstar, it's Phantom Maple Online. Yo, yo. So, a couple other things that we did get up to. Obviously, I think I mentioned it in my last video. We did change the crane just a little bit. It just needed the counterweight to be back here as opposed to right next to the support pillar, because that wouldn't really make a whole lot of sense. That makes more sense. We also completely finished the retaining wall and added some different markers of where different things are going to go. There's going to be another warehouse right there. There's going to be another warehouse right here. This one, I realized as I started digging it out, it actually has, well, it's some flowing water. Okay, so why am I not moving? Are there phantom blocks here? No, there's just some flowing water. It actually is an underwater area right here that I didn't realize when I started building, but now I do. So I'm thinking maybe I'll incorporate that into the build. Maybe I won't. I don't really know. And then one of the micro builds that I am really excited about starting to build is the Dockside Prison, because obviously you can't have a dockside area without a dockside prison. So there's going to be a couple of prison cells back here where all of the naughty pillagers and villagers who are trying to sneak stuff into Northgard are going to go and get taken care of. And I'm thinking, I had an idea where there's going to be a tunnel coming in to one of the prison cells where a guy will have, basically I can't talk. He'll be digging himself out. He'll be trying to make a prison break. So I'm thinking I might actually try and put an armor stand kind of half into the wall where the guy's been trying to tunnel his way to freedom, and maybe put a guard somewhere standing here kind of like, oh no, just like, hey, what are you doing here? You can't do that. You can't tunnel your way out. So it's going to be fun, just little dioramas in different places. Diorama? I don't know. It's going to be fun, and I'm excited to get started on this. But that is not the only thing that we've been getting ourselves up to. We have a couple of other ideas for this whole area, the entire Dockside Project, if I could actually fly. Thank you very much, Mr. Elytra. Somewhere over here, see, this is going east out towards the sea. We are going to build ourselves right here where this sign is a Northgard Southern Watchtower. So it's a kind of more of a southeastern watchtower, but there's going to be a guard tower out here outside the walls. You can still see where my not very pretty, actually let's not look at that, the not very pretty lighthouse that's going to get torn down and rebuilt. Still within sight of the walls. You can actually see the walls been extended as well, but it's got to have some way of getting an early warning system in the event of invaders. So we need to have that sort of military building constructed. The wall itself has also been extended. If you could see through the clouds, you would know exactly what I was talking about, but here it is. We extended the wall out and around this mountainside. We've got a pillager patrol trying to cause some trouble. They're on the wrong side of the wall. They need to be on the outside. But this wall has been extended around the mountainside here, and actually there's another sign for another project. What do we have here? Oh, it's going to be the Northgard Castle. That's right. We're going to be building a castle over here. The castle is not going to be incorporated or built directly into the mountain. We're going to have to knock a little bit of this down, but it is going to be at an elevated level. My best guess right now is either right here on this level, which is Y level 82, or maybe right here on Y level 83 is going to be kind of where the castle will come out of the ground itself, and I'm excited to get started on that. But that's still not everything that we planned out. I am really excited because there's a lot of stuff that's going on, and I've got a really good idea for a lot of stuff about the base. Obviously, we're going to tear this down and rebuild it because the lighthouse is ugly. I'm not sure if we're going to leave this little hill here. You know what we could do with this hill, instead of tearing it down, is we could turn that into a burial ground. That would be kind of neat. Ancient Nords built kind of barrows, so it's kind of like a larger hill burial ground where there might be an entrance into the actual graves, and maybe we'll put some tombs in here. That might be a fun idea. I'm gonna do that. That's what I'm gonna do. If I had any signs on me, I'd put a sign down there right on top of this reminding me that, hey, this is going to be the barrows and kind of a graveyard area for Northgard, but I don't have any signs on me, so we're just going to have to use the wonderful power of documenting everything on YouTube. That's what we're going to do. Anyways, the next thing that's also going to get built, I think, is going to be right over there. So let's go take a look and see what this sign says. This sign says the Northgard Barracks and Training Grounds, and we've already got a soldier over there training his crossbow right onto me, and that's kind of terrifying because he's not part of the Northgard Army. Maybe we'll recruit him. That's our first recruit. We're going to call that our first recruit. If I had a name tag on him, actually, let's go grab a name tag right now because we need to start getting recruits because right now Northgard is pretty defenseless. So let's see. Where did I put all of my name tags? I actually can't remember. Where are they? Are they in... No? They're in a chest here. Oh, they're in a chest with name tags. Go figure. That makes a lot of sense. Let's see. Name tag, name tag, name tag. Let's come up with a good name. We don't want to just call him recruit number 1. Let's call him Larry the Guard. He's Larry the Guard. That's what he's going to be. Let's go name Larry the Guard and recruit him into the Northgard Army. If I could fly. Come on. Oh, I wasted it. Let's try and do I don't have any rockets either. And I'm about to break my chest with a fortune pickaxe. I'm just winning today. All right, let's I'll be right back. All right, I think that is enough rockets. We shouldn't be in any danger of running out. Now let's just see if we can actually launch ourselves into the air. And not really. Looks like we're having a couple of issues right now. Come on, there we go. Okay, where was he? Larry the Pillager, who's going to become a guard of Northgard. We have... Come on, let's dodge, dodge. All right, he's named. We have him. We have the first guard of Northgard. Let's make sure we don't lose this guy. We don't want him in any danger, so we're going to grab some dirt real quick. There we go. Oh, there he is. He's following us. Yes, Arg, ready to defend us, but unfortunately, I'm not an invader, dude. If anything, I'm the general, the king. I now have an arrow poking out of my head. Come on, man. You're not supposed to shoot your commanding officer. You know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to dig a hole that we can push him into. Let's see if we can get him to track us over here. Come on. Yeah, you missed. All right, can I push him? All right. Come on, get in the hole. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. He's floating. No, you're not supposed to float. You are supposed to be in the hole where you can't cause any problems. You know, I bet he thinks he's over on that hole. Why are you floating? How are you floating? Come on, dude. What is going on here? Come on. There he is, in the hole. There's a ghost block here. That's what's going on. Let's relog real quick. There. Yep, that's what he was stuck on. All right. Oop. You know, let's just build that up real quick. Let's let's just make him a little dirt hut. Ow, dude, come on. I know this is supposed to be a training ground, but you don't need to train and get your target practice on me. This is not cool. Not cool, dude. Not cool at all. All right. Let's secure him in here as best as we can. Let's get one more block of dirt. We know he's in here now. We know this dirt block is right here. And, dude, Knock it off. Oh, come on. I'm having trouble eating. All right, now we'll just, let's just drop this in here. All right. Okay, so we got a couple other things to take a look at, but I'm going to go see if I have any looting books for... Oh, Phantom Maple's got a looting villager. No problem. Okay, so we've got our... I'm sorry, I was still finding this funny. We've got our first recruit into the Northgard Guard? What is he? Is he a part of the Northgard Army? That's what we're going to call him. He's part of the Northgard Army. We've got our first recruit. He lives down there. His name is Larry. And his name... Oh, there you go. Larry the Guard. And... Fantastic. We're going to have to try and save Larry the Guard, and his new home is going to be the barracks when the barracks gets built. This area is going to get terraformed quite a lot. I do want to still have the change in elevation because I think that's going to look pretty cool, but the change in elevation right here is a little bit too steep, so we're going to knock this down just a little bit, make it a little bit more gradual, a little bit more natural, because right now, if this was still going to be the current level of elevation, I would need to push the wall way further back out from where it is, because why would you build the wall so much lower than this amount of elevation? It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, and it doesn't look really good, so we're going to tear this stuff out. Don't mind the bamboo that's over there. I needed more bamboo for the warehouse, and I just haven't torn the plants down yet. So the other things that are on the list of projects to do as part of my base, the main gate is going to be right here. It's marked off by these two areas, or blocks, sets of cobblestone, whatever we want to call them, and they are also marked on the other side. So you're going to have a massive gate complete with guard towers on either side. It's going to look pretty fantastic, and I think the wall itself is probably going to get built a little bit higher. I'm not 100% certain on that yet. It is a northern town. It's a northern city. There's not a whole lot of reason to expect invaders from the south. If you remember, we have the massive wall, which I'm really hoping that's just a rendering issue and not that there's a giant hole in the wall. We'll go check that out in a minute. But there's not a whole lot of reason to have a massive fortification from the south, because the big threat, obviously, the White Walkers and the Night King, who is totally a big threat and definitely worth watching all 8 seasons of Game of Thrones for. Sarcasm. That's all to the north, though. We don't need to worry about the stuff to the south. There's nothing to the south for thousands of miles, and even if there was stuff to the south that we needed to worry about, they're all busy trying to kill each other instead of us, because obviously we are the Watchers on the Wall who got disappointed when Daenerys decided to go absolutely crazy without any real plot development to lead us to that point. It totally makes sense, and of course, obviously, just kind of forgetting about the Iron Fleet makes total sense too. Enough Game of Thrones ranting. Anyways, we don't need to worry about the wall being too big, but the gate is going to look pretty spectacular, and I decided to put it here, or have decided that I'm going to put it here, for a couple of reasons. I like having it built kind of next to this structure here. Obviously, a gate and an entrance is usually going to be a city's weak point, and so in this case, I think strategically having it next to this shape over here could be an advantage. So I'm thinking right next to where the barracks is, there may be a sally port that I put in over here. I'm not entirely certain. Or we could just have, towers over here that can shoot down at people who are trying to invade through the main gate. But what I really also want to do is put a second kind of smaller garrison. So maybe I'll kind of wall this part off a little bit, or maybe it'll just be a kind of outside bazaar market stall. I haven't really decided yet, but there's going to be something else built in this area. We just obviously haven't gotten to it yet. Are those Larry's friends? Did they just abandon him? How many are down there? It looks like at least 2 on that side, or is that's a banner carrier? And then just a regular pillager over there. That's bizarre. Let's take a closer look. We definitely don't want to get into a fight with that banner carrier because we have villagers here and we don't want to start a raid. Okay, so we got the 1 banner carrier and 1 regular... What the heck? What is going on? I really hope that I'm recording because this is a little bizarre. I just had to stop recording for a second and make sure I'm recording again because this was bizarre. There were just the two of them and now there's a whole patrol. And you know what it is? It's because this section is the worst fortification ever. Because if we just hop over onto the other side of the wall, you can still get into the ravine because I haven't built up this side yet. So we just got it. This is the worst thing ever. Anyone who's going to be coming, all the White Walkers, all of the invaders from the north, could literally just come right down through here and fly up into my base. They don't even have to try and go over the wall. They can just go right underneath it. I am horrible at flying in third person, so let's see. Oh, yep, we did it. Yeah, that's problematic to say the least. But we do have this ravine that we also need to come up with a plan for. I don't really know as of right now what I want to do with it. The only thing that I've done with this ravine so far is I've built this structure that's basically just a staircase so I can get down into there, and it's part of one of the entrances to a mining area. I think is right down here. I haven't gone mining in so long. Yeah, it's just a tunnel leading far off to the west. And then the area that I decided to unofficially designate as my concrete maker is right down here because it's ugly and I wanted to get it out of the way. So yeah, I need some ideas for this. So what should I build down here? That's the question of the day. What should I build in this ravine? Should I try and transform it into additional housing? Should I cover the whole thing up and just pretend that it doesn't really exist? Should I wait forever for that ender pearl to land? What should I do with this ravine besides making it pillager proof? Apparently that guy has got some grooves going on in his head. I don't really know. We'll figure it out. You know, I start rambling and I just sometimes get super excited about all the stuff that I'm going to build, and I forget to actually check the time on how long an episode's been running. So that is all the time that I have for today. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, answer the question of the day. If you really like the video, go ahead and subscribe. I would love to build this channel into something that I think can be pretty awesome in the future. With all of that though, that's all the time I have got for today, so I will catch you all on the next one. Bye!